you're looking at a conservation triumph. And you'd think these endangered elephants are universally loved. But not here in Botswana.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Elephants are terrorists. They're terrorizing us.
Elephant are vermin.
They cut down the fence. They find a tap, they can break it and have water there. Sometimes they can even kill people.
In southern Africa, they are absolutely not vulnerable, extinct, or endangered. There's a growing, abundant population.
Botswana has the largest number of elephants anywhere on the planet, but hosting such an enormous population comes with big problems.
We're basically going to be making a do-it-yourself tear gas.
Yep, I can see how that could work. Yep.
Trophy hunting is being used as part of the solution, but there's global pressure to shut it down.
I don't know why we are looked down upon as Africa that we can't look after our own resources. What hunting does is it creates tolerance, especially for the people on the ground.
We are pissed off. Hunting is a waste of time. It's only 2 or 3 people that are benefit.
We're travelling across northern Botswana to see how this competition for space and resources is affecting humans and these amazing animals. We see who's benefiting from and who's paying the price for this conservation success story.
This national park in Botswana is home to one of the largest game concentrations in Africa. It's easy to envy Kgmotso Mothello's job as a safari guide.
Welcome to Chobe National Park. Chobe National Park covers about 11,700 square kilometres.
Do you ever get tired of coming into the park every day for work?
Oh no, every day it's new for me. I've been doing this for more than 10 years, but every single day it's new for me. My office is a holiday office.
There are animals around every turn. And unlike a zoo, you have no idea what's coming up next.
We have buffaloes, we have impalas, we have kudus, we have zebras, we have giraffes, we have scavengers, and lions.
But they're not the main attraction.
Why we are here is because of the elephant. When you come to Chobe National Park, you come for the elephant.
It's 31 degrees, and Chobe's elephants are looking for respite.
They put the mud into their body for cooling and also to protect their skin from the sunburn. It's more like a sunscreen to them. And also, as soon as they go up to the forest, there will be a lot of mosquitoes. They also put some mud so that the skin gets protected.
They're very clever.
Very clever animals.
The sheer number of babies is a sign of the population's strength.
That one would be less than 4 months old.
The savannah elephant is listed as endangered, but many decades of anti-poaching efforts have made Botswana a haven. Over 30 years, the elephant population here has doubled to reach 130,000.
Do you feel like there's more around than when you were younger?
Yes. There is more elephants.
They're not only adorable, they're valuable.
The tourism industry, it's growing. We find even the locals are having some tourist companies.
Tourism's a key industry for Botswana's 2.6 million people.
Yeah, that's nice.
You see there's all movement of boats. They're following that matriarchal unit of elephants.
There's wildlife so close around you. I'm coming from Europe and we don't really have that. So you just leave the town or the city and then you take a couple of steps and there could be elephants just around the corner. And that's quite unique.
Tourism accounts for about 10% of Botswana's GDP. It creates tens of thousands of jobs. But living with so many elephants isn't easy. While the elephant population has doubled, so too has the number of people. Elephant habitat often intersects with human infrastructure, like houses and roads. I'm leaving the national park to see this problem firsthand.
One of the frustrations people have is the destruction they cause on farms when they're looking for food and water.
Just south of the river, Kefilwe and Kanosi Mokhetsho work hard to farm this small plot.
I farm maize, watermelon, butternuts, bananas, then mango trees. It's a source of income for ourselves.
They're surrounded by wildlife.
In the evening, we just put our chairs here and watch, and then we say, wow, the goodness and the greatness of God. Here's the giraffe.
Wow. Who needs to visit the national park?
I don't need to go to a national park. Just wait, stop there.
But it's the elephants Kefilwe worries about.
Now when it's time for harvest, they come to destroy the crops. They don't even leave even one crop for you to eat. They just take the whole farm. This is the fence that has been destroyed by elephants. The elephants now is their corridor. It's their entrance now. Enter here and go to our farms. It is very, very painful. Yes. The elephant just destroy it in a minute, in a day.
Now, if an elephant comes to raid their crops, this is their best defence.
This is my gun. When I hit this elephant, when it hear the noise, it go back.
People, they are fed up, they've given up. As you see, they no longer farm. It's just me. It's scary, but you need to be brave. With elephants, they kill.
The Chobe region is a busy part of Botswana. The biggest town, Kasane, is a transit hub bordering 3 countries. The national park is unfenced, so animals move freely in and out. In this region, elephants outnumber people almost 2 to 1.
The relationship between animals and humans in Kasane is one which I can say is a tricky one.
Dorcas Shamakuni knows the price of living alongside elephants.
My brother was killed just around here. This is the area. And as you can see, these are houses behind there. You can see that he wasn't in the bush. He was just within an area that people are staying in.
Dorcas's older brother, Marafe, was walking at night when he met with a herd of elephants.
From the police statement, it was clear that the elephants were on both sides. So they actually sort of closed on him. And he was trying to run away to save himself. And they showed us the tracks where he was running around. The post-mortem showed that his ribs were broken, his leg was broken, and an arm. Yeah. And it's difficult to forget because whenever we see elephants, whether it's on TV or you just pass by, you see an elephant, we remember.
In just over a decade, around 100 people have been killed or injured by elephants in Botswana.
People have different ideas on how to deal with the elephant-human conflict. Possibly the most controversial is trophy hunting. The idea is that the money foreign tourists spend to shoot and kill elephants offsets some of the hardship communities experience by living alongside them. Whether or not it's working, however, is the source of furious debate.
300 kilometres south of Kasane is the tourist town of Maun. It's also trophy hunting territory.
So how many would you have here?
Debbie Peake is a trophy dealer.
Certainly 150 plus.
From piles of elephant skins to clusters of skulls and row after row of jawbones, her workshop is eye-opening.
We offer two services. The first one being a raw processed trophy. It's part of an animal. It can be just the tusks, it can be the skull, it can be the whole thing. But we also offer a taxidermy and tanning process.
Preparing these trophies can be painstaking work, but customers are clearly willing to pay.
A pair of representative tusks, they weigh about 25 kilos each, which is pretty good.
So these are what the trophy hunters are after?
Yes.
Why is it the ivory and the tusks that they go for?
Well, I mean, ivory, you know, that's the elephant.
Foreign clients can pay up to 100,000 Australian dollars to stalk and shoot an elephant. Up to 400 can be killed each year.
So we have a population of 130,000 elephant plus, and our quota is 400. Do the maths. It's not going to control the population. That's absolutely fundamental.
Debbie says hunting happens on land that isn't good for phototourism or farming.
What it does do is give people work that wouldn't have that work if it wasn't for hunting. So current employment numbers are about 2,500 for the hunting sector.
As well as jobs, some here say killing elephants for sport actually helps with conservation.
If communities don't want to live with wildlife, they have that final say. They will simply demolish it. It's as simple as that. But if they see benefits from it, and it creates a livelihood for them, and it creates the means for them to be able to keep that traditional lifestyle, that's what it should be.
When an elephant's killed, hunters let the locals take the meat from the carcass. Revenue from the hunt also goes towards conservation and community projects.
We, as an industry, have been really bad about PR. But we know in our hearts that what we do is valuable and it contributes and it is a good conservation tool.
But not everyone agrees. For years, trophy hunting has faced global criticism.
I want to talk about the elephant in the room. Literally, I want to talk about elephants.
I'm Jeremy Corbyn. I'm totally opposed to trophy hunting.
Why do British people need to go over to places like Botswana, wherever it may be, and hunt and shoot dead or bow and arrow dead wild elephants or lions and bring back these great beasts to this country and put them on their walls?
Because they are hunters.
That's not hunting, is it?
It's not conservation. It's rich psychos who like killing things.
In 2024, Botswana's then President, Mogwitsi Masisi, hit back at moves from the UK and EU to ban the import of hunting trophies.
I honestly think it's condescending, really a resurgence of colonial conquest.
His government threatened to flood London and Berlin with elephants.
Just to be clear, you're not really sending 20,000 elephants to Germany, are you?
I might well be.
I'm going to see what it's like to track one of these giants. Professional hunter Leon Kaschelhofer takes clients on weeks-long hunts to stalk and kill elephants. He's spent his whole life in Botswana, is a citizen and speaks the local language.
Yeah.
Leon and tracker Moshongo have found some elephant footprints.
Do what I do, no more talking, no stepping and making loud noises. And if we get up to the elephant or suddenly come upon the elephant, I'll stop. But don't run, nobody run, just stand dead still. And just follow my lead. Let's follow this bull and see if we can get up to him.
The hunters target old bulls, male elephants they think are past their breeding prime.
So you can see the track here, and that's a back foot. The back foot is oval-shaped, almost egg-shaped. For a really big old bull, if I can fit both of my feet in it, it's enormous. But that doesn't give an indication of the ivory. That just gives an indication of the size. It's always fascinating that the biggest animal on earth moves the quietest out of the lot. If a buffalo runs off, you can hear like a cow or a horse, you hear kutuk, 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 but an elephant is silent.
We can see where the elephant has been.
And as you can see, he's ripped this branch off and kept going.
Why would they do that?
Idiots. Idiots is the only thing.
Leon believes Botswana's elephants are environmentally damaging in their current numbers.
My gripe, and a lot of other people agree, we think of an elephant, we look at the bigger picture. An elephant lives to 50, 60 years of age, but they're destroying trees that are hundreds of years old. And then what impact does that have on that habitat?
We follow the footprints for more than an hour.
Stay close.
The footprints we're following are quite big, and it's just dawned on me this is the first time we've been around elephants without being in a car or on a boat, and you feel quite exposed.
So we've got the bull up ahead here. The wind's going like this. Let's walk slowly.
We find two elephants at a mud pool. Suddenly, one looks like it might charge. Being this close to an angry elephant is confronting.
And I let him know that we're here, but imagine that bull coming at...
It's huge.
Yeah, coming
it's
at 40
terrifying.
kilometers. Yeah,
when it puts
kilometers,
its
yeah. And now
ears forward,
we're
it's
standing here with
terrifying.
video cameras and a high caliber rifle. Imagine a villager that's walking around looking for lost cattle, you know, or at night trying to keep these elephants out of their fields at night. And they've got nothing. They've got a stick, maybe a drum, and that's it. They're completely defenseless.
Wow.
Completely defenseless.
He thinks foreigners who want to ban trophy hunting imports don't understand the reality of living here.
What perplexes me is countries like the US and the UK, you can pheasant shoot and you can deer shoot. You can go and hunt moose and things like that. But we can't hunt our wildlife. Why not? I don't know why we are looked down upon as Africa that we can't look after our own resources.
While some communities may benefit from trophy hunting, that's not always the case. I'm on the edge of the World Heritage listed Okavango Delta. This oasis in the desert is where Owetsinawa grew up.
It's nice to be out here. I feel much better when I'm here because I connect with my ancestors. That's where my soul belongs. Yeah.
For locals, traditional Mokoro canoe is one of the best ways to get around these vast waterways. These rivers are huge draw cards for elephants too.
That is the ending point of the delta. So that's the reason why we are receiving so much elephant coming down here, because this is the last water source that the elephant they can get.
Owetsi founded an NGO called the Elephant Protection Society, advocating for animals and communities.
When they think.
Is this for keeping animals
Yeah,
in and
keeping animals
out?
during night time, they close.
He's taking me to meet some locals.
You can see the life standard of people living, how they live, and the suffering that they go through or the hardship that they go through. There's no electricity, no running water, transport as well is a challenge, more so that they are living within lots of resources, but they are not able to benefit from those resources.
For Liungo Motlekaleso, elephants make it hard for him to provide for his little family.
We are surrounded by elephants every day. We don't benefit anything from them. They are the ones benefiting from us. They come even into our farm fields, but during the night they break in, they eat. Sometimes we wake up in the morning and find nothing. Elephants are terrorists, terrorizing us.
He says they don't see any of the money that comes in from trophy hunting.
Trophy hunting doesn't benefit the community. But it's not benefiting us, not at all.
He has no idea how much money is available, let alone how to access it.
It's only those who are in the offices who knows what is happening.
So you don't even know how much people are paying to hunt elephant here, how much government's taking and how much should be coming to you.
You don't even know how many elephants are supposed to be killed in your area. How would you know about the money? Failing to know the numbers of the elephants being killed for trophy.
Hunters tout that villagers receive meat from the elephant's carcass. But for these men, that's deeply insulting.
They hunt elephants for their tasks. And the meat is only left for the scavengers, as we are part of those scavengers. We are scavengers.
How do you feel about that? That they give you the meat after the hunt is over?
It's not okay.
Always listen to my command without hesitation. If I say jump, don't ask me how high, just jump.
Today, Owetsi is training the next generation of safari guides.
So it's very important for the student to understand the behavior of the elephants within the area. The elephants, they are huge but very friendly. The only problem is that we don't understand them. That's why they have to defend. They have to defend themselves because they are living creatures as well.
He believes these young men and their communities can make more money from running tours than trophy hunting.
After people understand, we can benefit from this living or live elephant for some days, for some years, then they wouldn't kill the elephant. And then they'll start to respect the elephant. It's going to change their life.
Southeast of the Delta, next to the extremely dry Bateti River, is the Makarikari National Park. Elephants have only arrived in this part of Botswana in recent decades, and no one quite knows why. We're with Walona Suhularo from the NGO Elephants for Africa.
Are you getting a ping?
They're tracking several elephants to learn more about them in the hope of reducing animal-human conflict.
Where's our friendo? Where's our friendo? He's a majestic lad.
Wow, that is a big elephant.
Just a few weeks ago, a woman was killed by an elephant in a nearby village.
What do incidents like that do for community attitudes towards elephants and towards coexistence?
So it raises the fear in the community and it drives people to whatever we fear and don't fully understand, we want to push away. And it drives a wedge in getting people towards the conservation table, because not many people want to conserve what they fear.
He worries that trophy hunting might actually be making elephants more aggressive.
It's not fun seeing your brother, your sister, your mother, your relative getting shot, and that leaves you with lifelong trauma. And some of this trauma can lead you to being either deathly afraid of people or turning to be more aggressive towards people. Then leads to a cycle of violence, where people are like, elephants are aggressive at us.
Walona's trying to teach people, like Rebecca Gakachele, how to avoid conflict in the first place. She owns this dusty plot, which becomes fertile farmland when the rain comes.
We're basically gonna be making a do-it-yourself tear gas. Ubata maskate unna sente mo go wena gore se ka ganna mosupe o ta tsena mo go wena o gagamaditse le ko ntheng ya nngwe ya bobedi. We're gonna be mixing some elephant dung with chili pepper and then setting that bit on fire to create a smoke barrier.
That really does start to burn your throat as soon as you start smelling that smoke. Yep, I can see how that could work. Yep.
Using that tear gas, the chili pepper, it helps keep the elephants away from the farmer's field so the farmers can be happy and the elephants can continue eating their normal, natural diet.
It's a novel idea, but very labour-intensive.
So for how many days or weeks would this need to happen?
All day, every day. So sometimes up to a month.
Wow.
That's if you meet an elephant and its ears are...
Walona's conscious that this problem is not going away anytime soon.
Spell the word elephant.
Elephants are something these school kids and the generations after them will have to learn to live with.
Why is he making noise? To scare me away. I get it.
Some of these children will have grown up in an environment where they only ever see elephants or lions, being an attacking force onto their family and their property. And so they would grow up with a lot of fear and even potentially hate towards wildlife.
You're supposed to run when an elephant's ears are what? Open or closed? Closed. When its head is up or down? Down. When it's
so our aim is to reduce that fear in it, remove the hate, and hopefully bring about space in which they can not only tolerate, but potentially fall in love again with wildlife. I empathize quite a lot with the fear. It comes from not understanding them, not knowing them. And for me, I would say it's not that I love elephants, like that, I'm a die-hard elephant fan over and above everything, but I'm rooting for them.